My Hebrew brothers and sisters, the 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the earth. Welcome back. This is YAHUAH Ben Uriah Israel, and we want to take this moment to thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comment. And we thank you most of all, as I always say, thank you for your prayers. We're still in Psalm 10, another prayer for justice is the title of this chapter. And the last session we stopped at verse 7, and we're now going to start verse 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. And they say his eyes are against, his eyes are privily set against the poor. The word here is, the Hebrew word is harag, and it means to kill or to slay. The original Hebrew word is made up of 3 Hebrew consonants, He, Resh, and Gimel. And it talks about, to kill or to slay. That's what the word is. Harag, to kill or to slay. And the primary root of the word to kill or to slay here is it comes from another word that has to do to be destroyed. Someone destroying someone killing someone. Is kill me as you killed. Kill me at once. Killing, kills, murder. A murderer. As occurs, a slain. To slaughter, to slay, a slayer. Someone who slays someone. Someone who slew someone in the past. So smitten now to surely kill the person, and so the next word here, the next key word is the innocent. The innocent, someone who's blameless, and the word is nagi. It is nun, pe, and so naki is nun, pe, and he. And the word here, my brothers, is in this speech, part of speech is adjective, and in the phonetic spelling of the word is like you said, na. Key is like we know that English is hard to use English to illustrate, a Hebrew word, but it's like you're saying N-A-W and then K-E-E, na key. In the translation, the transliteration of the word is N-A-Q-I-Y. Naki, so but the Hebrew consonants that make up the word is nun, pe, and he, and the word means to clean or to free from, the exempt, innocent, so free from guilt. So the innocent person here, that the enemy is setting up, his mind is set against is an innocent person, is a person who's blameless in the sense that the person has not done anything to deserve what they're trying to issue out to that person. Okay? It's free from guilt. That means the person is not guilty of anything, but they want to hurt them. And this is what the enemies want to do, brothers. They want to destroy those of us who are innocent and who's serving Yahuwah. We are the one that the enemy is coming at. Especially those who are the leaders. Like the Morays and you know, trying to stand for righteousness and teaching the word. They are the first one in line, you know, for the enemy. So my brothers, my sisters, in order to stand against the wiles of the devil, the wiles of Hasatan, is to pray it up, read up, understand the time, and don't allow ourselves to be taken. Okay, all right. Look in verse 9. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. Okay, so this what happened here, you know. The enemy, he sits, and my brothers and my sisters, you and I don't have the time to waste, okay? But the enemy, he will sit and he will wait and he plans, and, you know, he always have this A plan, his B plan, his C plan, his D plan. He have all kinds of plans waiting to catch the innocent, waiting to catch the poor. Okay, those who are, you know, not physically strong, those who are not mentally strong, you know, the enemy will aggravate you. You know, he will do mischievous things to get you into his net. You know, lying and is waiting, just like a lion. He'll sit in the bushes and just look and wait, and they have a lot of patience too. Okay? That's all. You see, that's all they plan. That's all they plan to get you. And they will do everything. They'll stalk you until they get to that place where they can, you know, mishandle and do you evil. They'll do that. He lieth in wait. Secretly. He's not going to let you see. He don't let you know that he's right there, you know. Just like the lion in his den, waiting to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draw them into his net. Like a spider building a net, you know, to catch. And after building it, he just go one just not far from it, build another net, and they build it, you know, and before long, one of the prey get caught into it. By the time they try to resist and get themselves out, it's too late. It's too late. Okay. In verse 10, he croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He act like, I am just like you, I'm with you. Humble himself is I am with you. You see? Sometimes just like you. Sometimes even just worse than you. You know? humble himself. Oh, what can I do for you today? How can I help you? You hear people who walk around and, you know, have a shovel or stuff like that looking for work. Can you give me something to do? And, you know, people try to help them and give them little work in the yard, and all of a sudden, the next thing you hear is a cry. Oh, I got hurt. I remember there was a church in Fort Lauderdale some years ago, and this guy was walking around, you know. If you remember, a couple of years back, you know, the churches were targets for lawsuits. But anyway, this guy went, you know, oh, can you give me something to do? The pastor of the church gave him some work to do around the church and to cut trees down, and all of a sudden the guy got hurt. And as much as they tried to assist the guy and, you know, take him to the doctor and help him through the time of, you know, he decided that he's going to sue the church, and sue the church for a lot of money. Church almost closed down. They almost have to sell their property. You know, the people like that, you have people like that. He croucheth and he humbleth himself. He act like I really need help, you know, and need assistance. And you do that, and before long, you are in trouble because you get caught, you know. And you fall by the strong ones. He's stronger than you in his thinking, because that's the way I'm going to get you. And he always have help. You have lawyers and, you know, people out there ready to assist him, while you have nothing. You know, have no one to assist you, and you get caught. So, my brothers and sisters, this is what the enemies are doing. You know, so we have to be able to recognize, you know, how they act and how to behave among them. Okay? All right. In verse 11, he said, he had said in his heart, listen to this, he had said in his heart, Elohim hath forgotten, or YAHUAH hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see. He will never see. That's what I say. Well, my brothers, my sisters, based on my Bible, and based on my knowledge of who YAHUAH is all powerful, my brothers, my sisters. Is omnipresent and is omniscient. Being omniscient, he sees all things. Nothing is hidden from him. But here the wicked, here the enemy, in his heart, he's saying that YAHUAH, he doesn't forget anything. My brothers and sisters, he doesn't forget your faces. He doesn't forget your grief. Any evil that anyone does and think that, you know, YAHUAH doesn't see is lying. Don't pay attention to that. Don't pay attention to that. He hideth his, it is in his heart. In his heart, he think YAHUAH don't see, he forget, and YAHUAH hides his face. YAHUAH, no, he can't stand to see what I'm doing, so he hide his face from it, so he won't see. He will never see it. No, don't follow that. Don't listen to that lie. YAHUAH always knows what's going on. YAHUAH always sees what's going on. Okay? And then in verse 12, This in verse 12. He said, "Arise, O YAHUAH, O Elohim." He said, "Lift up thine hand, forget not the humble. Arise, O YAHUAH, O Elohim." He said, "Lift up thine hand, forget not the humble." The word lift here, the word lift in verse 12, the word lift it has a connotation of to carry, to lift, to carry. It is na-sa, na-sa. There's two Hebrew words, and one is na-sa, like a N-A-S-A, and one like is N-A-S-A-H, na-sa. To lift or to carry or to take. It is nun, sin, and aleph. Nun, sin, and aleph. Na-sa. To carry. And the part of the part of speech is a verb. Okay? Na-sa. Transliteration, na-sa or na-sa. Na-sa. The phonetic spelling. To lift, or to carry, or to take. And the primary root of the word, my brothers, and the definition is basically, that's the primary root of it. To lift, to carry, or take. Accept, accepted, advance, anything being taken, arises, assisted, bear, a bearer, a bearers, our bearers, our bearing, our bears, are become proud, to bore, to born, to bring. And there's an exhausted list of words, to bring forth, bringing, brought, carried, carries, carry, away, carry off, carrying, contain, continue, count, desire, direct. So it's used in a great variety of application. And ease, to endure, ever forgive. Exalt, exalted, exalting. Favor, fetch. Forgave, forget, forgive, forgiven. Found, to grant, to have, is a high honor or honorable. Incur, to lay, to lift, are lifted, are lifts, are, like you lift somebody's load, okay? And lofty, longing, to make, and they even have the word married in there, must be carried, obtain, offer, pardon, partiality, to pick up, quite a few other words in there. Okay, so the word is used in a great, variety of application, and just remember that YAHUAH, YAHUAH is able to be a shield for us, our bearer, you know, and he's the one that carries us, you know. He's the one that shows and continues to show us the way, and you know, to spare us, and he stirred, and you know, suffer no one to hurt us, or you know, he supplied, and so on. This he said, "Arise, O YAHUAH, O Elohim," and he said, "Lift up thine hands, lift up thine hand," and so. He said, "Lift up thine hand." And he said, "Forget not the humble." So YAHUAH, he swear that he will always be there to sustain us, and is always going to be there to support us, my brothers and my sisters. You know, and you know, he's going to take us by the hands, and you know, he's going to be our high tower. You know, he's going to be our transporter. Anywhere we go, he's going to be there. And he's not going to withhold anything that is right and good for us. Okay, our time is gone, and so we're going to stop here. Praise his holy name. Praise his holy name. I'm going to ask you, my brothers and sisters, to be a blessing to someone today and walk with the King. Shalom.